Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
Johnny Rivers had many hits in the 60s and 70s, but I wondered what his connection was with the Whiskey A Go-Go in Hollywood. You'll never guess who was responsible for his name and his success.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Good. We're looking forward to seeing you here in Milwaukee for Summerfest.
Oh, yeah, we're looking forward to being there. We haven't been there in a couple of years. It was really fun last time we played.
Yeah, well, you hear all those great hits again. Mountain of Love, Midnight Special, Seventh Son, Poor Side of Town, Secret Agent Man, Baby, I Need Your Love, and Tracks of My Tears. Midnight Special.
You're giving my whole show away.
Holy man, I tell you, did you have the hits? You know, you don't think about it. You play them. You know, we play them all the time, of course, but you don't think about it until you start running them down. And there's a lot of them in there. The 60s were good, very, very good to you, Johnny.
Yes, the 70s were too as well.
And yeah, that's true.
The 80s are good to me. So.
Yeah, you're still touring. Isn't that great? I mean, it's so fantastic that there are radio stations like ours now playing all of these great oldies, those favorite oldies, and keeps everything alive.
Well, people just want to hear that stuff. You know, for some reason they're not getting satisfied with a lot of the new music, and they miss a lot of the older rock tunes with certain melodies and feels that they had, and whatever.
All right. Now you got your start at Whiskey A Go-Go, right?
Well, no.
Isn't that your big break?
That's where the big success came from.
Yeah.
But I started way before that. You know, I grew up in South Louisiana, in Baton Rouge, and I had a band in junior high school. So I started playing when I was about 13 years old. We had a lot of local success there, but nothing major on a national level till I came to California and opened the Whiskey in '64.
Johnny Ramostella had a nice ring to it. How come you didn't stick with that?
I was just a little bit long, and Alan Freed got me my first recording deal when I went to New York in the late '50s. I was just a little kid, and he talked me into changing the name, and that's how that came about.
How did he decide on Rivers?
Oh, just talking about where I grew up, Baton Rouge. It was on the Mississippi River, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, makes sense. Any interesting story? I'm sure there's a lot of interesting stories, but which one is the most interesting story about one of your songs? And then we'll play it.
Oh, I guess probably Poor Side of Town, as far as a real departure from what we had been doing prior to that. The live three-piece audience participation records. Like Secret Agent Man, Seventh Son, Memphis, and Maybelline, and all of those. Midnight Special.
Where did you do those? The live?
We cut those at the Whiskey.
Oh, they were all cut there, huh?
Yeah, they were cut there, and then we would take them in the studio and add a couple of guitar licks and stuff like that. But they were basically all done live.
Was the audience pretty much ad lib, or?
Yeah, they would just sit around the bandstand. It was people that were followers and knew the stuff, and were into it.
Who wrote The Poor Side of Town?
I did.
Ah, no wonder it's one of your favorites.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, in the sense that it was a real departure, starting using strings and background vocals and a ballad, and it was a real gamble, because the record company said, well, you got a good thing going, why change it? It just could ruin your career. And it was, Lou Adler and I thought it was time to try something, to take a gamble, and we did, and it was, enormous success just overnight. So it worked.
Were you born on the Poor Side of Town?
Pretty much so, I would guess. Yeah, we came from pretty slim pickings there. Hi, this is Johnny Rivers, and you're listening to Bob Berry and the Early Morning Team.
Bob Berry. Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast on iTunes or wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all the episodes at WisconsinBroadcastingMuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Angels Kids Fund and Donate Life Wisconsin. The preceding program was made possible by a generous contribution from Terry Bond.